lot more with someone in middle school when I treat them as the boy that they are versus trying to make them men when they're not, and they probably have very few examples of that.
Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. Coming with straight truth.
Corey, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you when I first started hearing your voice. And what you're doing, in the words of T-Pain and Gorilla, I love it.
Thank you, brother. Bless.
Hey, I'm down with you, man. I missed your last gathering, but the next one I'm going to be there, and I'm going to make sure I introduce myself because, hey, you're God in all circumstances.
Catch The Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Never miss a moment of The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on the new 1017 The Truth.
Violence is a tool. Violence is a tool of oppression. It's a tool of subjugation. It's a tool of manifest destiny. Let's not say all of a sudden, oh, hip-hop music is why people are right. No. Y'all know how America was discovered? Murder, slavery, human trafficking. The origins of violence predates hip-hop. Can we at least agree on that?
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tap into the best power hour in radio.
One time.
Great morning, Truth Nation. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We are your cousin subs of the day.
Oh, Lord.
I'm a club sub.
Wait to say that.
Hey, got my sub up here. Got my sub.
Oh, my God.
I am the legendary Home of Blow, along with
Your girl, Bailey Coleman. Good morning.
Hey, great morning, sponsored by Cousin Subs. Rhea, great morning. How are you doing and feeling today?
I'm here. You know, I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm happy to be here.
I was tired.
Not I was tired. I'm tired.
No, the way she said it. She was like, I was tired. I sure is tired.
No, she didn't say it like that.
Okay,
Rhea.
say it again, Rhea.
I'm tired.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
That ain't how she said it the first
We
time.
not-
Let's go back and watch the podcast. We're going to watch the
footage.
podcast.
Let's watch the footage.
Yeah.
Wait, here we go.
I was tired.
No, sir. No, sir. Not
I didn't say it. She said it.
Not having it.
I'm glad that you perked it up.
Look, I got my coffee now, and the barista was right this morning. Ain't that right, Rhea?
Yes.
The barista was right this morning. I got at first I thought there was only one cup left, and look, lo and behold, what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Rhea pulls out more cups. We just need to get with the stir sticks, though.
Oh.
There's no stir sticks.
I have to send in a request.
Please send in one.
Yeah. So, as y'all get
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know we got to have that
I'm
morning
woke.
cup of Java.
I'm woke.
You're woke.
Yeah, I'm just saying y'all got to get y'all. I'm
Oh,
woke.
yeah. And you know what? Everybody that sees me on YouTube, you know I got this jacket on. It's a little chilly in the studio. I'll warm up.
Mm-hmm. That part. And then, listen, hey, listen. You could have been cool yesterday. You would have been even cooler.
I'd have been cooler. Why?
Yeah. Well, you know, we had an exciting experience yesterday.
Well, I'm glad
morning.
you and Dame had that experience together.
And Dame had on a hoodie. I had on my DMX T-shirt.
Okay.
So it was an unfair advantage. So today, because I know it's going to be cold across the board,
Right.
like, hoodie.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we don't have a brief glitch in the Matrix.
So you guys had a glitch in the Matrix yesterday?
Yeah, just a slight glitch.
Oh, okay.
Like a 10-minute glitch. I would say
You wanna
was about
share?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
What happened?
We became meteorologists on yesterday.
What?
Yeah, we were able to go outside and tell you what the weather was.
Was there some kind of alarm going on in here or something?
No, of course not.
No?
Of course not.
These things happen.
Rhea,
in radio.
was there an alarm or anything? Was there any reason why we became meteorologists on yesterday?
You know, might have been a truck that goes, wee, wee.
Yeah.
A fire truck?
And she said it. That.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
The safety system works.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
That's it.
That's important.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had a unexpected dry run.
Ah, okay.
And everybody was on point.
And y'all was outside in the cold.
We was outside.
Well, you know what?
We outside this morning. Yeah, we outside this morning.
I want you to know that I had an experience yesterday morning. Yeah, but you know what? To everybody, I was on the air talking about my tire on my car and all that kind of stuff. Fixed. Done deal.
Great.
I powered through that crazy moment when everybody was telling me all the craziness. And then one brother came out of the fog and the smoke and said, here's what I suggest you do.
Okay.
And I did that, and it worked. And shout out to Sam's Club in Menominee Falls.
That's good.
Because they helped the sister out, because it was looking pretty bad for a minute there. I was like, is it just me, or is this like going to like the 18th level, and this is supposed to be nothing?
Right. Favor is on your side, baby.
Favor was on my side, even through difficulty.
That's right.
Even through difficulty, Favor was on my side. There's a young lady out there, too, at Sam's Club. Shout out her, too.
And
working in the tire department.
Lesson to be learned to Truth Nation that, there is favor, and you can get through it. Even when you're having difficulties and you think that, you got to just give up. Be like, nope. Something's going to work itself out.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you have to do, you wait on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some things come sooner than others.
And you know what? And through the difficulty, remember, especially if you're a believer, that God sends you not little, but signs that go dong. There's this lady that I hadn't seen her in maybe about 6 months or so, that I go to church with over at Embassy Center, MKE, right? And she walks in, and I see her, and she comes over, she gives me a hug. How you doing? I was like, you know what? You're a sign that everything's going to be all right. It's great to see you. I gave her a hug. I was like, ooh, I needed that. You just don't know. She started laughing. I was like, all right, let's get this rolling. Let's get this done.
And sometimes people just don't understand how, you may need that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's motivation.
It is motivation to keep going.
Absolutely. And that was the point that's the point that I was making. Yeah. So at those times when it just seems like, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, it just lets you know that, hold on. Yeah. And as they say, it may not come when you want it, but it's always on time.
The Lord is always on time.
And that's where, you definitely, like you said, seemed like came out of the smoke.
Ooh, oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It was so much drama.
Right.
It was from the very start of yesterday morning. It was so much drama. And it was just like, and it was drama, and then it was like calm, and it was drama, and it was calm. So I could see, the positivity moving its way through each time it came up. That was the Lord moving things through. He's like, no, we're going to get this done. It's okay. We're going to get this done. It's okay. But it was just like, woo.
Yeah, the process is what some people don't have patience for.
You know what?
It's a process.
It is a process. And it's also what they call adulting.
There you go.
You don't ever want to, you want to back down sometimes. You just want to go, no. I was talking to my sister. I said, I could just cry right here, right now.
Right.
But.
You got to lean on your endurance.
Yeah.
You got to lean on that. You got to lean on that because, again, sometimes you got to just, kind of wait it out and structure it and just know that, you know what? ooh, child, things are going to get easier. I can't sing, but you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
5 stair steps.
So for those of you that think that other people don't have difficulties like me and Homer,
Right.
right. Come walk in these shoes for about 5 minutes.
That part. People like, y'all can have these shoes. Let me throw them shoes like, get these shoes up out of here. I don't want them no more. I don't want them. I don't want to grow up.
Okay.
I don't want to be adulting, but you need to.
And that's what it is. I was preaching to my son as I dropped him off at work this morning, just saying, these are the things that happen. Mm-hmm, and these are the things, both of our lives, for all intents and purposes, were off schedule for several days. And that's tough.
Right.
That's
Absolutely
tough. Not just off schedule, but off everything. There was no sense of normalcy. And that could rock your world. And people don't you don't realize that. And even though I was blessed to have some wonderful friends that stepped up, and this is all over a tire, Homer. A tire.
A tire.
You wouldn't think this much drama would come with it, but y'all, you know what? It happens.
Be like, I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. Okay, there's a connection. And Rhea started it out.
She said she was tired.
I was tired, she said.
No, she didn't say I. There was no eyes.
I was tired.
There was no eyes.
Now I'm tired, but she was tired. You know what?
Tired.
I'm going to go back and look at the tape.
You go back and look at the tape. And you'll see Rhea said,
go back.
I'm tired.
Okay, all right. Well, like everybody was saying about the other video, AI, they edited it. I know what I heard. Well, when we come back, we're going to get into the story about the 4-year-old who was killed by their parents. Allegedly. He's deceased. So I don't.
But okay, he is deceased. But
so allegedly,
we don't. It has not. They have not gone to court to prove that they have.
Yeah, I do have.
They were responsible.
Yeah, I do have the criminal complaints. So they're pretty long and intense. So I'm not gonna make people have to go through that.
Just hit the highlights.
Yeah, we'll hit the highlights. And yeah, we know in the world that we live in with radio and TV, it's allegedly. And me and Dave talked about that yesterday.
Yes.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Exactly.
Although when it's us, it's guilty until proven innocent.
Know how that
so we got to take care of some bills. But we're going to talk about the 4-year-old and share some details about the story and the criminal history of the mother and the fact that last year people were also selling. So we're going to do that when we come back. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue, and we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
At Gruber Law Offices, we've helped tens of thousands of families after a serious accident. Our priority has always been our clients. We're here for you whenever you may need us. One call, that's all.
Are you ready to live your most radiant life? Join AARP's Luminous Life, a celebration of wellness, empowerment, and community for African American women ages 45 to 65. Discover expert tips on healthcare, hair care, and wealth building, all in one uplifting experience. Visit aarp.org/Milwaukee to register for the October 25th event in Milwaukee and shine from the inside out. Luminous Life, because every woman deserves to glow. Visit aarp.org/Milwaukee for more information today and to register today. That's aarp.org/Milwaukee. WIAA.org/Milwaukee.
The WIAA football playoffs is here, and you know what that means. Win or go home. Tune in this Friday night as the 7th-seeded Marquette Hilltoppers begin their quest for a state championship as they travel to take on the 2nd-seeded Sussex Hamilton Chargers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
You know, it's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Don't let a trade-in get in the way of the phone that you want. Now you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in required, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch to U.S. Cellular. It's built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details. We are black. It is Truth in the Morning. I am the legendary home of Blow, along with
your girl, Bailey Coleman. Good morning, Milltown. How you doing?
Hey, we cold. But we know that's what happens around this time of the year.
Okay, I'm back. I'm good. I took my jacket off.
Yeah, you warming up.
I'm warming up.
The heat is on.
It's the coffee.
Okay.
You got to get that coffee. And once you get your cup of coffee in the morning, you good.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Before we
Be straight, Homer.
Hey. We good. Yeah. My sub, I'm good.
You can make it all right with a Oh, yeah, you a cousin sub.
Yeah. And you're what is it, a barista? R.N. Kawanda, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Willie Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Dr. Clarissa Lawrence, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. That one guy, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Anita Nicole, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sister Lorena Star Marie, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. And, of course, Alfonso Dupree, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. He said great morning to everybody, too. Well, he just said happy Thursday. Sincere Ronnie Ray Rio, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. So hashtag that part, hashtag facts. So we are talking about this hour, and we definitely want to hear from you, Truth Nation, and get your thoughts on this situation where in West Allis, the parents of 4-year-old Dante Campbell are now charged with his death. Charlotte Keurig, 31, faces 2 charges, chronic neglect of a child and chronic neglect of a child consequences death. And Davario Cruz, 21, faces the following charges: physical abuse of a child, repeated acts causing death, first-degree reckless homicide, chronic neglect of a child, consequences death, physical abuse of a child, repeated acts causing bodily harm, chronic neglect of a child, and possession with intent to deliver controlled substance, THC, weed. Keurig and Cruz have 2 twin children together, according to the criminal complaint, and Keurig has 3 additional children from a previous relationship. So, yeah, the mom.
I found it interesting when, if you read the story and how it kind of goes and how they drop off, they go through all this to drop off all these other kids before they even take the child that's suffering to the hospital.
Right.
I'm like, if the baby's sick, then we just call 911. Everybody got to come here and let's get it done.
That's right.
But that's just me.
Listen, that's a parent.
And then she drops off one set of her older kids at one place, and the one that's the twin to the one that passed away at another place.
Right.
What was going on there?
And see, this is what we have to talk about, Truth Nation, but we have a clip.
These are just things.
Right. Absolutely.
My thoughts.
Our thoughts.
When I'm thinking.
I got you, Black. I got you, Black. It's our thoughts. But we want to definitely hear from you. We're going to play this clip and bring everybody up to speed if you are not familiar with this particular situation. And we want to hear from you, 833-212-1017. And, of course, everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, and X, it's 1017 The Truth. Whenever you're there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So our producer, Rhea, is going to play this clip for us. And those of you listening, listen to it. Those of you who are watching, you'll see it.
Chronic abuse at the hands of a 4-year-old boy's parents is what killed him, not a fall down a flight of stairs, as his parents said. As Bill Miston explains, the case is one of the worst investigators have seen involving a child. He joins us live.
Yeah, hey there, guys. Court filings say 4-year-old Dante Campbell's body was bruised nearly head to toe. And court filings say the father later admitted to hitting the boy, and the mother refused to do anything about it. 31-year-old Charlotte Kurek and 21-year-old Davario Cruz are both charged with chronic neglect of a child causing death. West Allis police and fire were called to the Dairy Queen at 108th and Greenfield at around 8 a.m. on Saturday. And when cops got there, the 4-year-old boy was unresponsive and being worked on by paramedics. He was later pronounced dead at Children's Hospital. Filings say Dante had bruising on his face, neck, torso, and limbs. A West Allis police sergeant wrote in an affidavit in his 14 years of experience, quote, "This was the most extensive and severe injuries I have witnessed on a child." Cruz and Kurek initially told police the boy was injured falling down a flight of stairs at their West Allis apartment, where the 3 of Kurek's other children were later found alone by police. But filings say Dante's siblings believed he died sometime the day before, on Friday. Those older siblings told investigators Cruz would make Dante and his twin sister stand on Legos, smack the kids in the face, and their mother did nothing to stop it. Now, Cruz and Kurek are both expected to make their initial appearances on these charges in court tomorrow. Court filings say inside that West Allis apartment, cops also found guns and more than a pound of weed. In an unrelated case, Cruz was charged 3 years ago with sexual assault of a child. He later pleaded guilty in that case to a misdemeanor sexual assault charge. Reporting live at the Criminal Justice Facility, Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
That report was from Fox 6 News. And Alfonso Fair, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. He said, I'm here too, goddammit. Okay. Well, in the midst of all of the Alfonso Dupree's, so yes, Alfonso Fair, you know I love you, I appreciate you. Truth Nation, we appreciate you. But after just listening to that, Bailey, as a parent, you know what I mean? How do you feel? And I'm saying it as a mom. And she did nothing. You feel what I'm saying? She knew it was going on and did nothing.
No. No, there's no way. There's no way. I'm floored. But then, they're both super young having kids, but at the same time, come on now.
Right.
That's no excuse.
It's not.
There's no excuse for it. If you can't handle being a parent, there are plenty of ways, plenty of things that you can do. There are plenty of people, law-abiding, great citizens out here that are looking to adopt children.
Absolutely.
And if you are not ready to be a parent, you don't want the responsibility, can't handle it, do your kid a favor.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
I mean, there's plenty of people's relatives that would take their kids in.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
But if you're not able, because some people ain't able, just because you have a baby, whether you're the mother or the father, just because you have a child doesn't mean that you should be a parent.
That's right. That's right.
Or that you can be,
and
or that you have the
ability.
parental ability. You know,
PWKs. People with kids.
You cannot sit there and you can't, as a mother, you know what? We gonna have a problem if you can't, discipline. If we have to come to an agreement on discipline, and it ain't gonna be abusive.
One of the other things that I will point out, in my opinion, that with getting a lot of these criminal complaints, this is unfortunately not an uncommon thing.
Right.
It is common, and that is even more mentally disturbing,
right,
in my opinion, where their parents and, well, look at the one where the ones were in the storage bin.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
They weren't in a storage bin. They were in a storage unit.
The report, the news clip said storage bin.
No. Do you know what a bin is?
Yes, I know. I got plastic bins. But they said storage bin on the news.
It is not a bin. It was not a bin.
The news reported it as a
like
storage bin.
They were not in a bin. Thank you very much.
That's what they said.
They were in a storage unit. Not that it's much better, but anyway.
Yeah, but outside of that, there again, we're seeing it and hearing about it, and especially if you keep up with it, and in radio and TV. Although a lot of people say I turn it off, we have to stay in tune, and able to be able to inform Truth Nation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And what's going
giving
on.
You and giving you information that you may not have had.
Right.
And also, receiving and getting your thoughts and opinions on it, because this has to stop.
Right.
And so, Truth Nation, we want to know how you feel about this, and as a parent, a father or a mother, because a lot of the cases, the mother is, kind of being negligent, but then it's a lot of fathers too.
She's afraid to because of abuse or what have you. You know what? At some point, you got to take a chance.
That's right.
If that's what you're afraid of because he's abusing you too, you got to save your kids, or you need to know that this is the other end of it, right?
Yep.
That if you don't do something.
Yeah. Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. I'm with Bailey. I can say it. I can officially say it. We got to take care of some bills, and we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
Juneteenth signifies the occasion in 1865 when the final enslaved blacks in Texas were notified of their liberation 2.5 years subsequent to the Emancipation Proclamation. The moment when 100% of victims of slavery finally recognized their liberation indicated the principles of the U.S. Constitution came to be universally applicable. This represents a success for Black Americans and a subsequent and significant point in American history, highlighting the nation's alleged dedication to liberty and justice for all. The recent verdict in the murder of Sade Robinson serves as a reminder of the enduring evils and oppression we still face. Despite independence, numerous Blacks still encounter exploitation, and they are masquerading as freedom. Commemorating Juneteenth compels us all to acknowledge these realities and compel the nation's past and promote a truthful national narrative. Juneteenth, along with the murder conviction of the disgusting individual who killed Miss Robinson, serves not merely as a celebration, but also as a summons to action. Remember this history in your daily discussions and interactions. If Juneteenth caused the conflation of liberty and justice for Black America, I say one death represented by the murder of Miss Robinson is a denial of liberty and an injustice to all of Black America.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Things are slowing down on northbound 41, right from Mayfair Road all the way up past Capitol Drive. There is a crash still being worked on off on the right shoulder there. On the southbound side, backing up from the county line past Good Hope Road, back on the brakes from Hampton all the way down to Burleigh. We've got eastbound 94 backing up from about 84th Street all the way to Hawley Road, and again, coming out of the Stadium interchange. Westbound 94 is a little tight from about 35th Street to Hawley Road. And then in Racine County, they're still working on this accident it's a disabled vehicle on southbound 94 just before you get to Highway 11. The two right lanes are blocked with this. Hopefully it'll be gone soon. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly cloudy skies, breezy and cool, a high of 50. Tonight, clearing skies, widespread frost or freeze, a low of 35 at the lake, 29 inland. For the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're Black. Again, welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We've got the Truth Talk text line open, 833-212-1017. Bailey, you wanted to bring up a point, and I do see that we have Melissa. Melissa will be right to you in a moment.
You know, when you listen to you read some of the criminal complaint. We heard a little bit of the story from Fox 6, right? Mm-hmm. That was Fox 6?
Yes.
But also from the newspaper article, they were talking about one of the comments from one of the emergency workers was that the child, his body, when they arrived, was stiff, right?
Sounds like rigor mortis to me.
Okay. And then, so they had this baby having passed away in the car with all the other kids as they were. Well, see, now here's the other part. Because in the other story, in the original story, the parents were saying that they dropped her older set of kids off somewhere. Mm-hmm. But really, now you find out that they were still at the primary residence by themselves.
Right.
But they did take the twin to this child and drop that baby off somewhere else. It's just all...
I know.
It's a whole mess.
Yep, absolutely. Melissa, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You hear what we're discussing this morning on Truth in the Morning. What's your truth?
Good morning. Thank you for having me this morning. Mm-hmm. So this is my first time hearing about this case, and the first thing that comes to mind for me is that this is clearly a domestic violence case, and the mother was also not safe. What I'm also hearing is that there are additional identifiers such as guns and drugs in the household, which significantly increases the chances of mother also being her life being taken if she were to leave. On top of that, if we compound this issue, if mother did leave and she was able to get out safely, if dad chose to take her to court, he still would have had some type of placement with these children. Even if he was in jail, he still had a right to see his children, which is still putting the kids in a position where they have to face their abuser, which is unjust, it's unfair, and it's unrealistic, especially for developing children. So what I'm hearing is that there's more of a focus on the mother who was still a victim and clearly a victim alongside the children, and that mother did nothing. That's what I'm hearing, is that mother did nothing, meaning that this is all on the perpetrator. The perpetrator did this. He harmed the children. He caused the children. He forced the children to slap each other and stand on Legos, which means that he also was clearly abusing the mother. And I have not heard anything yet about how the mother was also coerced or abused or threatened, because there is no doubt in my mind that if he's doing this to the children, he's also doing this to the mother, which causes the mother to be unsafe. So the focus needs to be on the perpetrator father and how perpetrator fathers are not being properly accountable for harming and killing their children and their partners and ex-partners. Because from what I'm hearing, that was the next step. He had guns and drugs. Substance abuse is closely linked to domestic violence. And if he has guns, that increases their chances of 500% of lethality if she were to leave. Mm-hmm. So my point here is that the focus is too much on the mother not doing anything when she was also in an unsafe situation where her life is also being threatened. And the ominous is on her to protect her children and not the perpetrator father to protect his children and his partner. That's my point with this.
Okay. And Melissa, the criminal complaint for her definitely goes and talks about her criminal history as well.
Right.
So although what you're hearing, and of course he's getting those extra charges that he deserves, unfortunately, she did play a role in this too, a bigger role than what we're talking about. Like, I didn't want to read the. It's a 7-page criminal complaint, and I didn't want to end up trying to read that on the air. But yes, she has her own criminal complaint, and he has his own.
They both have rap sheets.
Yes,
they both have rap sheets.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean that she wasn't being abused.
Absolutely.
Right. That doesn't mean that she wasn't being abused. But we're trying to hit the highlights.
That's right. But,
because we be here all day trying.
Absolutely, because he has his own criminal complaint, and she got her own too.
And some of hers were, because I don't believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that he had drug dealing in his. It was just her, right?
It was her. Yeah,
it was just her doing the drug dealing.
Yep.
And she is older.
31 and he was 21.
He's 21, so she is 10 years older
than
he is. And that still doesn't mean that she wasn't in the abuse situation at all.
And so but although your points are definitely well received,
and
but
valid,
in this, unfortunately, she got to deal with some things too.
Yeah.
We're going back to the True Talk text lines. We definitely want to hear from you this morning. 833-212-1017. 833-212-1017. Blake, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You hear the conversation. What's your truth?
Good morning, Bailey. Good morning, Homer.
Good morning.
Great morning.
I appreciate y'all slightly checking that lady, because every man is not like that. And by y'all calling out the ages of the people, everybody does things on their own and choices that are made. The reason they drop the kids off like that, because they deal with people who don't deal with other families when you got other kids by other people. So they were trying to cover up what happened to little man, and they just messed up. They should have just did what you said, baby. Call the police and sit there. But they didn't, because when you're trying to hide things and you don't want people to come to your house because of what you're doing, that means you're doing rocks at a glass house, and the window's already broke. So on that happening, just like the little man that got shot by his dad or whatever, supposed to be got shot by his dad, these people are having these kids with these women and then are just living their expenses. People know when they want to go to jail. I've been through so much. I've seen people get killed. People know, like, guys have guns for 10 years, don't never use them. But then you find one that got a gun and he just got to shoot somebody. So what happened with these people was they were being misled by themselves. They got in trouble. The baby got hurt, and they panicked. Now they're both in jail. So please don't call the radio trying to put it on the man or the lady or saying who beat who, because women are stronger than men. Y'all pushing our babies. And all you got to do is catch the person on the right way on the right day, and you can knock out anybody. So I don't want to hear who's stronger than who. I'm just tired of these people mistreating these kids. And everybody acting like life don't go like it's supposed to. Stop being fake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your
call.
call.
All right, thanks for your call, Blake.
833-212-1017.
There you
if
go.
You want to get in on, that's our True Talk and Text line. You can text us too, or you can give us a call at that number, 833-212-1017. Back to you, Homer.
Yep, absolutely. And when you're on our YouTube or our Facebook or X, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We are on our way to 5,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
So,
let's get it, y'all.
Yeah, let's get it. Keep on. We appreciate you. 50 and Fit with Mick on our YouTube page. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said, oh, and I feel bad for Melissa, the last caller. She's in pain as well. We have a lot of hurt people out here, I see. And what the only other thing that I would say to Blake, because I just disagreed with the terminology, we weren't checking her. We were just informing her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I like to look at it as being able to inform people as opposed to look at it to say, well, we checked
and
you.
No, but she was also right.
Yeah, absolutely.
In 99.9%
in
of
her
the cases, in context. And you know what? That's on us a little bit too, because if we could have given just a little bit more of the criminal complaint, which we read off air, so we kind of knew a little bit more. That absolutely. We were leaning towards, and she would have heard why we were.
And it's graphic, so you get what I'm saying. So that's one of the reasons why we can only do so much. Because it is in the morning, some of y'all be like, "Woo-wee." We're ready for this in the morning,
Exactly. So, but Melissa was correct. In 99% of the time, the woman is in a position where she's being abused as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it 99% because there are some very violent women that are out here as well.
That's true.
And they are, like a lot of times, you don't even hear the father being charged.
I will give it 99.
I will agree to disagree, but that's cool. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. We want you to join in and give us your truth on this particular situation. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he's trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Are you ready to live your most radiant life? Join AARP's Luminous Life, a celebration of wellness, empowerment, and community for African American women ages 45 to 65. Discover expert tips on healthcare, hair care, and wealth building, all in one uplifting experience. Visit aarp.org/Milwaukee to register for the October 25th event in Milwaukee and shine from the inside out. Luminous Life, because every woman deserves to glow. Visit aarp.org/Milwaukee for more information today and to register today. That's aarp.org/Milwaukee.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between The Tori Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be joined by Chandra Williams, CEO of Breast Cancer Models, Inc. She will discuss how she turned her battle with breast cancer into an inspirational story for others to have the feeling of pretty again despite their cancer journey. So again, that is the Black Business Give Back Spotlight with Breast Cancer Models, Inc. this Friday, 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
We're black and Truth Nation again. We need to hear from you. Thank you for the callers who have called in already. 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. And in my opinion, the biggest victims are these children.
Yes.
That are either losing their lives or having to live with that trauma.
Yes.
Of, their lives, not even getting a fair chance because some of the injuries that these children suffer from and brain damage, just, spines, broken, like the injuries.
Yeah.
That they, go into. And that's why I say I'm not going to read the criminal complaint on air here because a lot of people would be crying. If you got a heart or a half a heart, you'd be crying this morning.
Well, we got one out the True Talk and text line, 833-212-1017. You can call or text us at that number. Kiara said, at the end of the day, they're both adults and the victim is a child. Even if the mother stood by and did nothing, she's still responsible, period. Well, that's what...
Basically where I was at.
I mean, that's the other side of this. If you take no opportunity, unfortunately, if you take no opportunity...
That's right.
Or no chance to prove, to save your kids before all of this happens, if you take no chance, then what ends up happening are circumstances like the one that this lady is in, right? So, because that's proving or showing, that you were trying to fix the situation.
Right, absolutely.
And it's definitely scary if you're in that abused position. Definitely scary.
But, and I know it's different for everybody, Bailey.
Yeah.
But I just come from the grassroots of I'll die for my children.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So, if this is what it's going to take, to get my children out of harm's way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but that's just me.
And you know what?
You feel what I'm saying?
I've had at least one family member in this not this type of situation, but in an abusive situation where she did end up losing her life. In a situation where it was an abusive situation with her child's father. And, it didn't come out good either way, but she did take the chance, and it didn't end up well. So, albeit she was an extended relative, but still family.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, that type of scenario is just difficult. But in this one, she had a whole rap sheet of her own. So I don't know. And being 10 years older than your significant other, for me, I don't know. Some people act the same age or whatever. That,
I like to hear Alfonso Fair's opinion on this situation. But I want, if people say, well, Homer Blow, what would you want people to get out of this? I would say that we need to start talking more with our family, or, if this person is your friend. Like, I know we got this part, be like, that's y'all business. Right. But I'm not going to stand on the outside and look at that madness. I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not. Like, look, I'll call CPS myself.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
If you ain't doing right, I see it.
Right.
And I see it with the kids.
And we know people don't want you to put CPS in their business, but if you're not handling your business,
you take care of the first thing you should do is secure your kids.
That's it.
Try to and even in the best situations when you are, it's not perfect. There are things that happen when you're not around, and you can't control that. But once you find out about it, you step up to the plate and do what's necessary. That's for sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to, above all else, once you have a child, that child becomes
the
a priority.
Primary. Yeah, that's the primary now.
When you're in a messy relationship and you have a child, even with that person or without, that child is your priority. Once you have a kid, that child should be your priority, because guess what? The old saying is true. They didn't ask to be here.
Correct.
And they don't know how to take care of themselves yet. Once they get, of age, 21, 18, whatever it is, then you could go, okay, you know what? You here now. You good. Do your thing. I still look out.
Right.
I still look out.
Papa Hun, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on the YouTube page. Said CPS was called and is also under investigation for inactivity.
There it is.
And again, the situation is, we can do our part. And it's just like people that don't want to get involved when they see domestic violence going on and be like, no, that ain't my business. I ain't going to get in it. They probably going to be black together later that night. What I'm not going to do, though, if I don't do anything but call law enforcement, and I understand that there are some people who have intervened and ended up losing their life. But again, to do nothing, if nothing but to let the person know, look, I see you.
Yes.
And I've called law enforcement.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I end up hearing later that evening or the next morning that lady lost her life or whatever the case may be,
at least
I would be able to still be at peace with myself, saying that's the couple that I saw, and I did call law enforcement.
Right. And how many times have we seen something and said nothing?
Right.
How many times? How many times?
And how many more people have to lose lives or, you know what I'm saying, continue to deal with it because people saw something but didn't want to say nothing?
Yeah. We're in a culture right now that's like that. Me and Dame were just talking about this because, and we were talking about it with reference to people's children. And you seeing folks' kids do stuff.
Right.
And you don't say nothing. You just keep it pushing. And you know that person, you know that child. But you say absolutely nothing.
Right.
You keep it pushing. I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, one of the clips that we play here on The Truth was me talking about the day and age where if somebody saw you, you was going to start getting it from down the street all the way up until you got to your house.
Exactly.
People got involved, and they're like, hold on. And even if they had to tell them, hey, come here.
Yeah.
And they gave him a scolding.
Exactly.
And be like, I done already called your mama.
Yeah.
I done called your daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, when you get home, you're going to have to answer to this.
Yeah.
And, And that is missing. And like I say, because our communities are hoods now instead of neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know, that's a neighborhood when neighbors really, truly look out for each other.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I remember my mom telling one of our little neighborhood kids, yep, I done told your mama, I done told everything. You going home, I'm going to watch you walk home to your porch.
That's right.
And see your mama let you in the door. I'm going to watch you walk home right now. I'm right here.
And they're going to be on the porch with that long cord to the phone. About, yeah. And I'm going to let you know. Yeah. Oh, I got on.
Oh, yeah.
I got on her.
Yeah.
You know,
But now people are ready to fight.
Absolutely.
People are ready to fight
when you're trying to help save their children.
Try to help save their children. And when you tell them, look, this is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get your child before it gets too far.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear that no more.
Right. They're
ready to fight you.
When you save some teenage pregnancies, he was in the basement with my daughter.
Yep.
He climbed through the window.
Yep.
I went down there before they got to do anything, but, blam. So conversations were able to be held.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
that ain't it right now.
I know.
Everybody ready to fight.
Yep.
Well, why did you go in there? It's my house. You know what I mean?
Right. And some people that command their respect, like I do, and I know you do.
Yeah.
We ain't taking that. No. Mm-hmm. Be like, okay, all right, don't worry about it. I see him in the newspaper.
Yep.
I see him on TV on the news report or see her on the news report.
Yep.
Because if you are not doing anything to help change the narrative right now, I already know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
I've seen it too many times.
Yep.
Let's see. Before we get ready to take care of our bills, Alfonso Dupree said, unfortunately, relatives stay out of it, but badmouth you. And that's crazy, too.
Yeah.
Alfonso said, I tried to help my aunties, and they stayed in the relationship. My friend got unalived helping his niece. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to get ready to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the... what was that? Did you hear? Okay, all right. So I'm adjusting to new times. But let's see. So what? 5 bad neighbors and idiot from 6. DA said I got people. I don't get it. That might be that person.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that person. Because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes things don't make sense.
Sometimes things don't make sense. You read them and you go, "Wait a minute,
what the helly?
What the helly?" Yeah, because y'all got to learn how to write complete sentences and stuff, and don't. None of the abbreviation type deals. You know how they do the acronyms nowadays.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
it's something
like
different.
IDK. I don't know. You're like, what?
Right.
Wait a minute. I got a whole sentence in here and we tripping.
Hey, we got to get ready to take care of some bills, and we'll be back with the second hour.
Are you ready to level up your mindset, your money, and your future? Join Coach Erica Odom, real estate investor, success coach, and published author of our monthly show On the Journey with Coach Erica. Every month, she will give you real strategies, proven tips, and the mindset shift you need to reach your goals. Join us October 28th at 6 p.m. and she'll be joined by William Lyons Edwards, founder of Knowledge Born Publishing and 84 Lawn Care, and Ed Hennings, founder of Work Boots and Go Time Trucking. That's On the Journey with Coach Erica, Tuesday, October 28th at 6 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this
Congratulations. Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away.
Aww.
So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 101.7 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. where strong voices meet strong opinions.
Tell your kids who were supposed to be the 7th generation that Paw Paw's an idiot because Paw Paw decided he wanted to be Make America Great, but meanwhile, the Chinese ain't buying soybeans from us no more because of policies Donald Trump put in, and they voted for us. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. I know what you should have did. You should have voted for somebody that wasn't gonna put tariffs out there. I love God, but God can't save you from nonsense. You don't deserve a bailout. You can't sit here and vote one way, and then when your economy gets decimated, your way of life gets destroyed, you want to pray to God? God didn't tell you to go to that poll and vote against your own best interest. That was your own damn problem. That was you. Don't ask for prayer when you block your own blessing. That's why I don't feel bad for these farmers. You voted for this, and now you reap what you sow.
Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace, every weekday from 12 to 1. Streaming live on YouTube and on 1017 The Truth.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Raskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Dizer. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum, I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates.
My detail-oriented nature allows me to communicate complex ideas,
to break down data,
to have no fear in meeting new people.
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
Structure, routine,
and clear expectation.
Help me do my best work.
My autism allows me to have a perspective that needs to be seen and heard.
It allows me to make the world safer and improve systems in ways others can't.
It allows me to bring people's inner worlds to life with my artwork.
My autism
will bring your team important insights.
Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Check it out one time.
Truth Nation. Don't forget about the Big Truth Summit 2025 happening on Saturday, November 15th at the Thrive on King, 2153 North Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Doors will open at 9:30 a.m. and the panel discussion will begin at 10 a.m. Free and interactive community event. It'll be moderated by our very own award-winning 1017 The Truth, Dr. Ken Harris, who you can tune into with Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris from 4 to 6 p.m. So make sure you are there on November 15th, Saturday, November 15th. Reserve your spot today at 1017truthsummit.com. Join the conversation and help shape a stronger Milwaukee. We're black, and Bailey, just hoping that our first hour will make people more attentive to some of the situations that are going on, because unfortunately, as I said, it's common now.
It is very common.
And it should not be, and we need to do better. We definitely need to do better. Speaking of do better, and I have my thoughts on why this may be. Mm-hmm. It may be correct. It may not be, but I'm going to give you my opinion.
Okay.
MPD has received 900 calls from MPS over a 3-month period. Damn. 900.
Now
And for those of you who are meticulous like I am, it was 893. But that is the greater than.
Well, okay.
So take us to 900.
Now, to keep this in perspective, this was during the time period matches when the school resource officers weren't in place.
Mm-hmm.
So this is during that time when they didn't have that type of coverage.
Mm-hmm.
That they would normally have within the schools so that we keep this all in perspective. But 900 calls is a lot.
Absolutely. Listen.
So, I mean,
are you going to the parent-teachers conference? Because we need to know.
Clearly.
Somebody ain't going. 900.
Okay, 893.
Right. But do you understand the level? Because in my opinion, Bailey, before people say, okay, it's the prison, school to prison pipeline, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people will say that. The thing is, I believe, and I'll check and get more information on it, that having to call the police is not the first thing that the school wants to have to do, because they do have school safety officers.
And they don't want you to know that they're doing it. But look, again, this was during the time that they didn't have that extra layer of protection of the police officers being in the schools. But when I came up, we had no cops in the schools. We didn't have safety officers. We just had the teachers, the counselors.
We scheduled our fights off school grounds.
Yes, we did. So let me tell you this.
And we had a different way of doing it.
Okay.
Be like, look at somebody in the class and be like,
okay.
And you're gonna have raccoon eyes.
Let's be specific about some of these calls. Of these calls, 155 were classified as official incidents. Now, an incident can be an actual suspected violation of law, as well as non-criminal events requiring police documentation, including welfare checks and missing persons reports, right? So the most common incident types were battery or assault. That came in at
how many of them?
87. Okay, that was the highest number right there. Missing persons, which came in at 35, which is really, that's concerning. And then the other calls were trouble calls, 23. Now, these are the most common types, okay? The National Association of School Resource Officers, Director Mo Kennedy, cautioned against drawing conclusions from call volume alone because, it's
trying to be proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah,
I get it. Because when you have seen how some things can go and how some situations can go, I think you absolutely want to be proactive before it can go out of control and then get blamed from the community of, well, why ain't y'all call the police?
Right.
Because it's sometimes damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So, so the city of Milwaukee, this 900 calls, I messed up over this.
I know. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And we got a police shortage.
So...
And, there's that Act 12 state law mandating that the district have at least 25 police officers stationed at schools. But this was during that time where they didn't necessarily have nobody there.
Right. So for...
we got to keep throwing that in there so we understand that, a lot of these calls probably would not have been made had they had an actual officer, there within the school, because they could screen it out and see, okay, is this, is it that? But I find it highly interesting that the highest volume was for battery or assault.
I'm not surprised.
You're not?
Nope, I'm not surprised. We've seen video footage.
I'm kind of not surprised either. It's just alarming to me.
It is.
I'm like, why?
That part. Part.
It's unnecessary.
I agree. And so, again, it's why we have to stay involved and stay engaged in our children, our teenagers, preteens. We have to stay engaged, because the surprising thing for some people, but not for me, because, I stay informed about a lot of this. You'd be surprised what happens in elementary schools. We ain't even got to be talking about the high schools.
I done seen the elementary schools.
Okay.
Look, my baby was bullied. I went right in there. I was right up in there.
That's right.
Because you know what? From the beginning, like I said, not only do you have to stay engaged, but until your child is old enough to navigate social situations, you got to stay in their business.
You really do.
You got to stay in their business. And if you do it from the beginning, if you have kids now, if you do it from the beginning and they're young, then you ain't going to have no problems later on having those conversations with them, seeing what's up with them and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Because they're going to see your, your plan crazy.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? I'll put it like that. Be like,
exactly.
Ooh,
yeah.
Daddy don't take that.
No.
Mama ain't putting up with that.
No, not at all. Exactly.
Grand ain't putting up with that.
Exactly. That's why you got to go in there and then it's good for you to be an active parent when it comes to, you know, their education and being there in school and all that. You got to support your kid. You know, you have to. You got to do it. Don't be, what do you call them, Homer?
PWKs.
People with kids.
That's right.
Don't just be somebody with a kid.
That's right. Because again, and then because PWKs, in my opinion, people with kids, they don't let the village work the way the village is designed to work.
Yeah, not at all.
We know that you're having a tough time. I don't want to wait until you have to get on the news because your son or daughter was the one that was arrested for this or this, that, and the other. And I ain't got no help. Well, you probably threatened a lot of your help away. Some people that didn't mind trying to look out for, where you could say, look, I got to go, you know, I got 2 jobs or, you know, I got 3 jobs. So ain't nobody really going to be there with the kids. And but that's when the village would either have a child that was old enough to say, you know what, I can send my son or my daughter down there to sit with them, or I'm definitely going to keep an eye out. And if I see anything, I got your number and I'm going to call you. So if you have to end up leaving work early, then that's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, definitely people to look out. Definitely, you know, support system. If you don't run them off.
Right.
You know, and one of the things that I did was I had friends. And we all had a similar, or some of us had a similar situation where, hey, you know what? I'm a single mom. But when you're doing your thing or you need help, I can come and I can bring my son over and I can watch the kids, you know, and you can feel free to leave them with me and vice versa. You know, somebody you trust that is in the same situation as you, or even just other friends that you have. That I got one friend, her and her husband loved having my son over. So I would go over there, and if I had to work or do something, they would watch him. And I go do what I needed to do.
That's right.
But you can't kill the messenger. You can't, you know.
Village. You can't. The village is smoked out.
Because the village be tired.
Yeah. You know. So
the village be trying to help and can't even help when they want to help.
Yeah, that part, like for real. And to One Man Army, great morning, love you, appreciate you. We see you on the YouTube page. But Truth Nation, we want to give you something now. We want to give you something. And it's a brand new venue.
Oh.
Truth Nation, the brand new landmark credit union live music venue, which is located in the Deer District, opens next year. And to celebrate, Truth Nation, we here at The Truth are giving away a pair of tickets to see Mariah the Scientist live on Friday, March 13th. Right now, be caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017 for your chance to experience one of R&B's brightest stars at the brand new music venue in downtown Milwaukee. That is caller number 10 right now at 833-212-1017 to win tickets to see Mariah the Scientist live on Friday, March 13th. We got to take care of some other bills. We'll be black. Good luck.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between The Tori Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be joined by Chandra Williams, CEO of Breast Cancer Models, Inc., where she will discuss how she turned her battle with breast cancer into an inspirational story for others to have the feeling of pretty again despite their cancer journey. So again, that is the Black Business Give Back Spotlight with Breast Cancer Model, Inc. this Friday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axhousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
The WIAA football playoffs is here, and you know what that means. Win or go home. Tune in this Friday night as the 7th-seeded Marquette Hilltoppers begin their quest for a state championship as they travel to take on the 2nd-seeded Sussex Hamilton Chargers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods.
Are you ready to live your most radiant life? Join AARP's Luminous Life, a celebration of wellness, empowerment, and community for African American women ages 45 to 65. Discover expert tips on healthcare, hair care, and wealth building, all in one uplifting experience. Visit aarp.org/Milwaukee to register for the October 25th event in Milwaukee and shine from the inside out. Luminous Life, because every woman deserves to glow. Visit aarp.org/Milwaukee for more information today and to register today. That's aarp.org/Milwaukee.
Tired of having the wool pulled over your eyes? U.S. Cellular is offering 4 lines for $90 a month with your choice of 4 of the latest phones for free. No trade-in or hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That is marketplacewisconsin.com.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. And congratulations to Tawana. She is our winner. Winning tickets to see Mariah the Scientist on Friday. Tawana, congratulations.
All right, girl.
Tune in to Truth in the Morning for your chance to win tickets.
I love where the venue is.
Yes.
The old Bradley Center. That's got
right.
some great memories for me.
Oh, yeah.
Great memories.
You know, I DJ'd for the late Luther Vandross.
Oh, wow.
At the Bradley Center.
Aw.
Yeah.
I miss Luther.
Yes. He performed there in the round. Probably about, he performed there like 3 different times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one with Anita Baker.
Yeah.
Then Sounds of Blackness. And
that was, man.
I still got my banner. They made me a banner and everything.
Oh, wow.
To DJ it. So.
Amazing. You know, when I was at another spot, we had some of our best shows. Our biggest show was at the Bradley Center.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
When we partnered with them, our biggest show, headlined by T.I. That was the biggest. I mean, we've had some rival shows.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Mary J. Blige joint was pretty big, too.
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
that was not there. That was at Summerfest.
Mm-hmm.
But that T.I. show?
Yeah. the pace was there.
Yes, it was, man. We had some great shows.
Absolutely. So, but congratulations again to your sister, and I know you're going to enjoy the show.
Yes.
And, of course, Truth Nation and Good Karma Brand, we're happy to sing you.
Yes.
So, yeah, March 13th. Truth Nation, we definitely want to hear about you. What's your thoughts on these calls? Removing the resource officers when that happened, you know what I'm saying? Did it kind of like backfire? And
I think it did backfire.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, clearly, 900 calls.
Yes.
Thankfully, nothing like hugely hugely significant.
Right.
You know, resulted where it was just like tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that at that time my child was not in MPS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one man heard me say, I still remember when you did my Homecoming Black in 2006 when I went to Vincent. Shout out to V-House. I'd done so many events and proms and all of that. So it was definitely a great time, The dances didn't have to get canceled because of threats or anything. People just enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
And they had a great time.
Back then.
Back then. And another thing, Bailey, because I was seeing a comment on the YouTube page. And again, make sure you like and subscribe when you're there. We're on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Any commentary on Facebook Live?
I'm going to check.
And, of course, we're on X, all 1017 The Truth. And while you're there, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, follow us, like us. And, of course, X, same thing. You know, follow us, like us, as we continue to grow our social media presence in this business. So one of the things that, and if you'd like to call in right now, 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. When some people talk about, one of the people saying that they're upset that the Milwaukee Police Department didn't do anything when there was road rage or something in 2022 and someone shot at their vehicle. One of the biggest things that I try to get people to understand is, one, all the police can do is arrest somebody.
Right.
After that arrest, people, you have to understand it's out of their hands.
Right.
The system can say, you know, it ain't them. It's this. Now they got to do what the system says. So if the system says release this person, they're like, okay, we got him. We got him housed. But now, what is the intake going to say?
Right.
What is the court commissioner going to say? What is the judge going to say? What is the DA going to say? If the DA says, well, no charges, you got to let that person go.
Right.
So I think sometimes some of the misplaced anger and aggression goes to law enforcement when they are the entity. Yeah, they have to show up to court if it does go to trial.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
To say, or even when it's going through intake court, they'll have to be there to end up saying, yes, this is what we saw and this is that. But when you put the onus on them to be the ones to keep them locked up, that's not what their role is.
That's not what their role is.
You know, and then, like I say, unfortunately, when we have a community that we have some of the people in our community that won't end up giving information.
They don't want to be perceived as a snitch.
You know, but yet at the same time want quality of life in our communities.
Right.
So we have to understand the roles of every person involved. So if the DA decides to charge or not charge, again, if imagine if it was you.
Right.
And if the DA said, nope, I don't see enough information here to press charges against this person, you'd be like, good, thank you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So but then the system has to do whatever it is. The sheriff department, Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, again, they can arrest you.
Yes.
Their deputies will definitely be in court if it goes to trial.
Right.
But after that, if they get an order that says release resident or prisoner or whatever,
choice.
That's it. They got to let them.
I mean, there are laws to, keep you from being held too long. If they don't have evidence, they got to, it's just like those parents. Clearly, there were some charges on her as well. Otherwise, she wouldn't still be locked up.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So even
the parent in the story,
right,
both the parents of the 4-year-old who we were discussing earlier.
Yep. So even with the calls to MPD from the schools, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You've seen which ones arise to the level of we got to arrest somebody.
Right.
And then there were a lot that they didn't have to arrest somebody.
Right. There was 87 where they felt like, okay, we got to do more research on this. We might need to arrest somebody.
Yep, and 100 and something. What was it?
Yeah, it was 155 that they really scoped down to.
Right.
In the information.
Right.
On
absolutely.
It. So there was 900. There were 900 calls, but they didn't all result in anything. But there was 155 where they were like, okay, we got to really look at this. We got to do more research on this, et cetera.
And one man army. No, I get it. He said. Homer Blow, I understand what you're saying, but all I was trying to do was do the right thing before I ended up doing something that would incriminate me. Absolutely, and I get it. I get it. But again, like I say, in that, like this is why. But we have a lot of people that just don't trust or like law enforcement. Period. One of the things that me and Doc B would always talk about, and we always say this, that you need to go take the civilian at the police, the Fire and Police Academy. You need to sign up to go through and just take that course because it puts you in real-time situations on what would you do? Right. And the rules of engagement and this, that, and the other. And I'm telling you, there's so many people who have shot babies, going through that, good thing it's virtual simulations or whatnot. Right. But they would have made the wrong choice. And sometimes you don't understand that split second timing that, okay, somebody jumped out. Are you going to do this or are you going to be like, oh, you just got a phone in your hand? So until just so you can get a better understanding. Right. I'm not saying that you have to go and join law enforcement. Right. But go and see the process. Right. And find out what a lot of our law enforcement officials are up against
when they show up on the scene.
Right.
833-212-1017. That's our True Talk and text line. Make sure you call in. You can text us. You can call us at that number. We want to hear from you right here on 101.7 The Truth.
Absolutely. So, and that's my thing, like to be able to get a better understanding. Reginald Jones, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. Said first frost is coming, which means slippery sidewalks and pavements. You already know driving is going to be perilous. Yeah, because some people act like they don't know how to drive and they're from Milwaukee.
Oh, well, there you go. That part.
It's the same old thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that part. But yeah, schools. So we got to get into schools ourselves. And when people say that they don't want law enforcement, like there was some fathers, I forgot what city it was. We talked about it a while back. I think earlier this year or maybe even last year about the fathers that went into these schools. Right. And it definitely decreased, when these boys ended up seeing like, oh, okay, they ain't playing that. And they were there to just, be able to talk because men know how to talk to some of these young men and get them straight.
Were they high schools that they went into? Well, okay, so that probably did make a good impression.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, yeah, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah, absolutely,
and everybody plays a part, in my opinion.
Yes.
So. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Again, True Talk text line 833-212-1017. We definitely want to hear from you, but we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
What was the life change? You know, we all know it happened and we know things happen and you have bad kidneys, but what was the life change afterwards?
A couple things. Before they even allow you to get on the list, they make you go through a battery of tests. And, you know, a lot of people don't qualify because they're overweight or they have high blood pressure or high cholesterol. So all those things are requirements before you can even get approved to be on the list. So I had...
Wait, you got to be approved to be on the list?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's interesting. There's a professional athlete or former professional athlete I know right now that has kidney disease and he's on dialysis and he wants to get on the list and he's not accepting all the things you have to do, you know, to get on the list. But yeah, so for me, I spent 30 years in the automobile industry. You know, that's 12, 14-hour days, eating whatever somebody brings you to eat, whatever you run out and grab, McDonald's, whatever. It was never salads and, you know.
Yeah, but that was a choice, right?
It was a choice. Yeah. But I had to change all of that to even qualify to be on the list. I had to get down to the weight I had to be at. I had to get my phosphorus under control, my potassium under control.
Wait a minute, even though somebody said they would give you a kidney,
absolutely,
you had to still make yourself eligible?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's okay.
When I mentioned the athlete, his relative actually died, and they wanted to take his organs, and they couldn't because he wasn't qualified. He wasn't on the list. Wow. Yeah, you have to be.
So there are over 100,000 people on that waiting list. So they are very serious.
And how many donors do we have?
And that's the problem. We don't have nearly enough donors.
Wow.
And that's why it's such a critical need. But they are serious about who they're giving that gift of life to because there are so many people who are literally dying waiting for it.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
We do have delays northbound on 43, leaving the Marquette interchange all the way up to about Locust. Southbound's backing up from just south of Silver Spring down to Locust as well. Southbound 41 still heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down through the Hampton area. On the northbound side, backing up from just before Mayfair Road all the way up to about Hampton. Eastbound 94, watch for delays from 76th Street all the way to 35th. Westbound just a little bit tight right through the Stadium interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, partly cloudy skies, breezy and cool, a high of 50. Tonight, clearing skies, widespread frost or freeze, a low of 35 at the lake, 29 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The Truth is the proud home of Marquette University High School football. This Friday, tomorrow, Marquette High School Hilltoppers start their road back to the state championship with a first-round matchup against Sussex Hamilton Chargers. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Friday Night Football on The Truth is presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Homer, we're back.
Yes. Yes. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. Getting these, we got to stay engaged with our youth because when we see some of them coming up, because again, I do not believe that they are the majority, but that minority group that do what they do, it's destroying a lot of things, the quality of life. It's destroying the quality of life. So when you hear about, okay, it was teens. And although it seems like, oh, well, that's all of the teens, it's not.
You know what? I find that when you do your research and the kids, the teenagers, they're out here doing stuff. But a lot of times,
Toys R Us adults.
You find out that it's like not necessarily the teenagers
Mm-hmm.
as much as it is these people that are in that age gap, right? Within that age zone of being like 18 and 25, 30 that are out here doing stuff.
Yep.
Right? Instead of finding a job or furthering their education so that they can live a better life or even working, they're out here just messing around doing whatever.
What type of chaos do you think we're going to see? I've seen social media posts of like with the federal shutdown, the government shutdown, and come November 1st.
Let me just say this.
People are.
There's all kinds of tomfoolery going on right now.
Yes,
right?
yes.
All the usual things. People are doing the usual stuff. But there's going to be a new reality that's about to hit us.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a story about the Governor Evers, saying within 10 days, your SNAP benefit's going to be gone.
Yeah, I read it on the show. Yeah.
We ain't go. That's going to be a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I hope. You know what? I've been telling people for the last however many months, go and stock up. Get your canned goods, get your situation together, non-perishable food items. Because Dame did do it. Not that he needed to, but he did do it.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
But get yourself together because you don't know what's about to go down. You don't know how it's going to be.
That's right.
And you believe a lot of people, it'll be all right. This and
they
that.
Just hyping this
hyping it up, this and that. No, they're
trying to scare us.
A new reality is about to hit, and y'all out here playing.
Yeah, and some people are saying, we survivors, we gonna survive until you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's some hard life choices and decisions that are about to happen.
Yeah.
And some people who just take it for granted that it's gonna just be there. It's not.
Yeah.
A lot of things, and fellas, I want you to pay close attention.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you, besides, eating fast food or whatnot, that you can go by some women's house and they done cook this and they done cook that.
Right.
Well, if they don't have the funds and you not donating the funds, you not going out buying groceries with the gains that you've gotten.
That part.
That you flashing on social media all the time. Well, go stock up these people's houses then.
Yeah.
Go stock up because it's going to hit harder than some people are bracing themselves for. I don't
know that this is the thing. I don't feel like anybody is bracing themselves for this particular situation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people are just like, it'll be all right. It always is. It's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, in the interim, on the way to it being fine, make sure that you're covering yourself and your family.
Right. And I just wish some of those people were immediate family members that are being affected with the no pay as being federal workers.
Yeah.
So you can really look at what they're looking at, and they can really tell you, like, no, this is going down because I didn't get paid.
Yeah.
That's happening to, I'm not able to do this.
Yeah.
I was able to, people, we have been, again, that village that have worked to, even with all adversities, we made it happen.
Right.
The reason that this is a bigger problem, in my opinion, is because, as we talked about earlier, that type of village doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
So you're going to have people that's going to be moving in. We already got people moving in with each other and all of that kind of stuff.
Well, and, kids are staying, young people are staying home a lot longer, whether it's to make sure that their parents are okay, because of different, because there's been tons of layoffs and this and that, and some people like, okay, mom or dad may not have the same type of job, or maybe not have the same type of financial situation, so I should probably stay home instead of moving out right away, because where they would ordinarily be gone, because they want to make sure that their parents are okay, and then it's not going to be easy out there for them either. So it might be just more to their benefit to go ahead and stay right here and do what we need to do.
Right, absolutely. Listen, like somebody, let's see, who was it? One Man Army, and said, remember Pandemic, that was a test. He said plandemic, but my bad. It said, he also said, what gets me is the fact people who have all these flashy things don't ever have money saved or food stock. He got the clown emoji. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real said a lot of them won't be having any thanks or no giving this year once that snap pops.
Right.
You know, Lorraine Taylor, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Said, when is the true turkey giveaway?
See?
You know what I'm saying? But like all of those things are going to be in high extreme demand.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about like bird flu and all that, and how many the reason that chickens went up so high, and poultry just in general. So are all of these entities that normal do these giveaways in my nonprofit, Homer Blow Foundation, Inc., nonprofit 501c3. I usually definitely try to give away some turkeys. I join also with Mama Raisin McCullum, Miss D, over at the King Center, and, you know, partner up with her. But, you know, what is that going to look like this year?
What is it going to look like?
What is it going to look like for real? So we got to look at all of that. And like Thanksgiving, it's going to be, if November 1st comes, and those benefits are not there, all that we have in Thanksgiving at my house, a lot of people, whether they want to admit it or not, that dinner came from EBT, Quest, Snap.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So, yeah. We got Al? Okay, we got Al. I knew we were going to get you, Al. Al is like, I'm here, goddammit. I got you. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. What's your truth?
My truth is, I wouldn't try to explain nothing to nobody. Let them find out. And when their stomach come out the crack of their ass, they know what they need to do. And if a man is laying in your bed and he ain't paying no bills, you like that struggle. And last but not least, all kids is not bad.
There you go.
That's right.
All youth is not bad.
That's right.
It's just the mama and daddy ain't never been good for sugar, honey, iced tea. And y'all won't say it, but I will. And if y'all feel it's hood, you and your raggedy ass kids can get the F out and take your Bible with you too. Have a good day.
Wow. Okay, Al. Wake up,
Screenshot this face.
Al,
that's where you get a damn.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but damn. Yeah. Can we say find the lie?
Well, I'm a Bible toter, so don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't finna take my Bible and leave nowhere. That's I want to. Al, I love you though. I love you. But that's the real thing.
Yeah.
But that's, you know, sometimes that's the truth.
The truth. What's your truth?
That was Al's truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like only Al can give it.
Like only Al can give it. And you got to appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
You got to show that love to Al. And he'll get you straight.
Yeah.
He'll get you straight.
Right.
All right, then. Just as long as you know.
That should be a drop. The truth that only Al can give it. Ooh. It's almost time for commercial break. Al had me. I am a deer in studio lights. We got to take care of some bills, and we'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Truth Nation, you have to be there on Saturday, November 1st at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road. Join Mayor Cavalier Johnson for the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit happening from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's the one-stop shop resource fair connecting families with job opportunities, child support assistance, health education, vaccinations, and screenings, financial empowerment and credit repair support, legal assistance, all in one place. You can't beat that. Bring your teens to explore internships, job readiness, and mentoring opportunities that build their future. Register early. Don't wait. Everyone is welcome. Visit Milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to sign up as a participant, a vendor, or volunteer. That is Milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. For more information, call 414-286-0222. That is the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit on Saturday, November 1st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Are you ready to live your most radiant life? Join AARP's Luminous Life, a celebration of wellness, empowerment, and community for African American women ages 45 to 65. Discover expert tips on healthcare, hair care, and wealth building, all in one uplifting experience. Visit AARP.org/Milwaukee to register for the October 25th event in Milwaukee and shine from the inside out. Luminous Life, because every woman deserves to glow. Visit AARP.org/Milwaukee for more information today and to register today. That's AARP.org/Milwaukee.
The WIAA football playoffs is here, and you know what that means. Win or go home. Tune in this Friday night as the 7th-seeded Marquette Hilltoppers begin their quest for a state championship as they travel to take on the 2nd-seeded Sussex Hamilton Chargers. The football action kicks off at 7 p.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices and sponsored by Left's Lucky Town, C.G. Schmidt, Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Frederickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burghardt Sporting Goods. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Great morning, Truth Nation. It is Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. And, you know, once we're done, you'll be joined with the award-winning 101.7 The Truth's Sherwin Hughes, The Truth with Sherwin Hughes at 9 a.m. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But right now, you got the legendary home of Blow along with
your girl, Bailey Coleman.
Yes. And again, we've had a few different situations. Did you know that they're talking about they're trying to get it where students can get some mental health days?
Yeah.
Is that,
yeah.
Did you get student mental health days?
No. I gotta. You better have your behind at school days, and I better not see nothing where you done skipped or nothing like. I got those days, right?
And what does that look like? Does that look like a therapist comes into the schools? You know what I mean?
No, because they get the day off.
That's
that's my understanding of it anyway. Because I didn't give my son mental health days. I didn't do that. Mm-hmm. He didn't get no. No. You know what? That's like, I understand what they trying to do with it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these kids, from my son's generation, so my son graduated in 2018. Mm-hmm. And, from in there, they really started pushing, mental health. And, I really, to be honest with you, when I think about mental health, mm-hmm. That's around the time when Charlemagne came out with his book.
Right.
On mental health. Mm-hmm. And I really, from that point on, there was a huge push, on people's mental health. And I understand it is an important thing.
It is.
It really is, because, nowadays people are less afraid to admit that they're having mental health issues. They couldn't put a finger on it before. They just knew before that, I'm upset. This isn't working right. I'm not thinking right. It's not going right. But now they've been able to identify it, say, I'm having a mental health issue. I'm stressed out. I'm this, I'm that. And these kids, maybe they were having that before, but they just knew they were having a bad day.
Yeah.
We went with bad day.
Right.
Taking it to the level of mental health, it's taking it to a whole nother level than just having a bad day.
Right. And my thing is, if there's not going to be anything associated with dealing with their mental health, with the scores, like we are in the bottom in a lot of categories with test scores, and you know what I'm saying, where they're at with the educational levels. Like, I don't think giving them a day off, like, I don't think that I wouldn't be in support of that unless they are truly now that day has to be spent with some mental health counselors or therapists or something.
Okay, so let's take it this way too. That they are dealing with some things that we never had to deal with.
Right.
Right. These kids now, these young youth and young adults now are dealing with a world that is so different from what we had going on.
That's why I think therapists need to be involved.
They got all of our stuff, right? And then they got, more with social media and all of this and that. That's why everybody gives me the business about not getting Kendall a cell phone early on and stuff. It was because of that. Because I was like, I'm not trying to be a part of a study 20 years later.
That's right. I get it.
On how this whole social media thing, and then him looking at me going, well, you let me have a phone and you let me be on social media while I was in school and this and that.
Absolutely.
We had no tolerance for that.
Yeah.
That's why when he got a phone, y'all, it was an old school flip phone. Look, and it had no internet on it. Because all he needed to do with that phone, if there was an emergency, to call me. You didn't need it for anything else.
Yeah, he had a T9 phone. I would have had you arrested for child abuse. Give me a T9 phone. But I get it, and I definitely understand. And in my opinion, that was great parenting.
You know what? We have to provide, though, stability. And that's why a lot of these kids, are having, some of them are having mental health issues. Whether they're, because kids are taking on other kids' problems too. You might have a child that has a great home, a normal upbringing, quote unquote, whatever that may be, and they take on the other kids that maybe their friends or something. They take on
their problems,
their problems and what they're dealing with.
The deaths that their friends got shot, their friend got murdered, all of that,
or the parents of the friend or something like that, and they feel bad because their friend feels bad. Long gone are the days when we would feel great in high school. The kids felt great and they were just doing their thing. There are real life situations that happen to these kids now where our parents used to protect us. There's not so much of that going on anymore. Some of these kids may even be on their own at this point.
Yeah, but again, my stance on, do I believe that mental health days are needed? Absolutely. But if there is no substance to go with it, if these children, in my opinion, and teens, they're not receiving some type of mental health counseling, some type of therapy on those days, it's a wasted day. Because if I'm not getting any therapy, if I'm not getting any counseling, if I ain't got to watch this thing while I'm at home on a laptop and I got to, listen to it, then I got nothing but time to think about my dead friend. I've got nothing but time to think about the fact that my mama ain't going to be home, my daddy ain't going to be home till this. I got nothing but time to go, let's go hang out and do this and do that, which may end up landing them in a an unlawful situation. You feel what I'm saying? So
in a mental health crisis. We don't want to get to that point, right?
Right. So something has to be added to that mix. Don't just say another day off, because I ain't never had all them days off that our kids get now, grandkids. I ain't had none of that.
Yeah, they get all kinds of
the
days
snow.
off. Yeah, snow days alone.
The snow was taller than us, and we still had to put on our boots and head to school.
Did you walk 5 miles?
Not 5 miles, but I went to. I went to.
Story.
I know.
Walk 5 miles. Uphill.
I was on 14th and Keith and had to walk to Keith Avenue, so it wasn't 5 miles.
Okay.
It was a couple of blocks.
Okay.
But and even when I was living on the east side, just being able to walk to schools or whatnot. But again, if there's no curriculum or plan in place to give those mental health days, I think it would be a waste, because a lot of them, have tutors at the school on those days or whatever, and just say, okay, you're not going to be switching classes or whatever, but you are going to have to all go to this assembly, and we're going to have these people that are going to try to help you. You can go and talk to them privately. You know what I mean? I think that needs to happen if they're going to do it.
You know what? This is a good time to let y'all know that church is a way of renewing, right? The Lord is a way of renewing and refreshing yourself. And when you go to church every week, you can do that. Even if you watch it on TV, there's a way and a reason.
Yeah, but if you ain't got $2,000 for Marvin Winans,
come on now,
Bishop Marvin Winans, if you ain't got $2,000, you can't come up here with $1,235.
Don't even.
I said.
Don't even do it.
I need $1,000.
Don't even
then
do
Marvin Sapp locked the doors.
No.
So those are some detractors.
I said you could watch it on TV too. You can.
But he's saying if you watching it on TV, you still.
You pray over the plate when it passes by.
God, the late night person. God.
And every church ain't like that. Y'all know that. Don't put it out there like that, because they'll stereotype it and say, "Oh, every church is not like that."
I know, but people got stories.
And I know people got stories. I got stories too.
God will set you free.
No, don't
listen.
Do it.
You know what, Bailey? I got a little cloth for you, and I'm gonna say a little. Pray over it, and then I'm going to sell it to you.
No.
With just a donation. No, but shout out to all of the great pastors, bishops, and reverends that are really doing the right thing.
Yes, they are.
And it's really changing lives.
Yep. Bishop Harvey, shout out to Bishop Harvey.
So,
we love you. He only joking in here.
Listen,
Pastor Arrington.
There's some truth.
He only joking in here.
Yeah, no, I ain't mentioned no.
I'm shouting him out.
I'm good. I'm good. I have a lot of respect for a lot of great pastors, bishops, and reverends, and
He only playing in here, y'all.
No.
It's too much on me.
It's some things that ain't right though.
I have to step out the way.
It's some things. Strike me down. I'm just saying, it's some things. I guess we got to get ready to wrap up, baby.
Yeah. I'll be in tomorrow.
I won't.
Same time.
I won't.
Same time, same bat station. Yeah, are you off? You're on tomorrow afternoon, right? No, you're off tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. Me and Dame will be in here tomorrow morning.
There you go.
Make sure you are here for Truth in the Morning.
That part. Again, the award-winning 101.7 The Truth's very own Sherwin Hughes with The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is up next. If nobody has told you that they love you today, I want to let you know that I love you, and I want you to please have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the afternoon, evening, night, all that. And shout out to the Running Rebels. I'll be going to their event this evening at 6 p.m. at the Italian Community Center. Congratulations on all you and your wife, Dawn, do. Appreciate you.